The sirens came fast, but the judgment came faster. A young black woman stood frozen beside her car, her white clothes stained with dust and panic. In the back seat, a pale child, motionless. "Step away from the vehicle," the cop shouted, hand on his gun. She raised her hands, voice cracking. "It's not what it looks like." But the crowd had already decided what it was. Who is she, and why is that child with her? The Georgia sun glared on a quiet two-lane road when a police siren sliced through the calm. Naomi Carter's hands tightened on the wheel of her white sedan. In the back seat, a pale toddler lay motionless, a seatbelt crossing his small chest. Naomi's voice trembled. "Just a little longer, sweetheart. Hold on." Blue and red lights flashed in her mirror. She pulled over, heart pounding. Two white officers approached. One tapped the window. "Step out of the vehicle, ma'am." Naomi rolled it down halfway. "I'm driving this child to the hospital." He collapsed near Route 17. Officer Rick Maddox smirked. "Funny, you expect us to believe a black woman in a crop top and miniskirt just happens to find a white kid unconscious on the highway." His tone cut like glass. The younger officer chuckled. "Maybe she wanted a souvenir." Naomi's breath caught. Her chest felt tight. "He needs help," she shouted, pointing to the back seat. Maddox leaned closer, voice dripping with mock concern. "Or maybe you just took him." The air thickened as passing cars slowed. Someone raised a phone, recording. Naomi's world shrank to the camera lens and the two badges standing over her. She raised her hands. "Please," he was lying on the road. "I called 911, but no one answered." Maddox opened the back door and inspected the child. "He's breathing," he muttered. "But that doesn't prove anything." He turned to his partner. "Call child services. We got ourselves a kidnapper." Naomi's throat burned. "You're wasting time. He could be dying." Her words hit a wall of silence. A tear rolled down her cheek. The boy's small hand twitched, but none of them noticed. Rick pulled out handcuffs. "Ma'am, you have the right to remain silent, please use it." Metal bit into her wrists. Naomi gasped, the sting searing her skin. "What would you do if this happened to you?" she whispered, trembling but steady. The crowd murmured, uncertain. Rick's smirk faded, just for a second, before he pushed her toward the hood of the car. Naomi knelt on the gravel, knees scraping, head throbbing from the sun's glare. Her hair stuck to her face as she looked up. "You're making a mistake," she said. Rick laughed. "Lady, the only mistake is you thinking you can talk your way out. People like you always play the victim." The words hit harder than the cuffs. Tyler turned on the body cam. "You sure we need this?" he muttered. "Procedure," Rick snapped. Naomi's eyes flicked toward the red light on the camera, a spark of hope. "If you're so sure," she said quietly, "don't turn it off." Rick sneered. "You don't tell me how to do my job." He pushed her into the back of the cruiser. Then, a faint sound, the child coughing. The officers froze. The boy's eyes fluttered open. "Miss Naomi." His weak voice cracked the air. Silence swallowed the scene. Rick blinked. "What did he call you?" Naomi looked up, steady now. "You heard him." The camera kept rolling. Tyler replayed the footage from Naomi's dashcam, synced to the body cam. It showed her stopping the car, rushing toward the roadside, kneeling beside the collapsed child, calling 911 3 times, performing CPR. Every frame burned away their accusation. Rick's face drained of color. The boy's mother, who had arrived moments earlier, sobbed into her hands. "She saved him, she saved my son." Naomi stood tall, cuffs still on her wrists. "Are you going to read me my rights again, officer?" Her tone was calm, razor sharp. Rick stuttered, didn't know. Naomi's gaze didn't waver. You didn't care to know. Tyler unlatched the cuffs, eyes down. The boy reached out from the ambulance and whispered, "Thank you." Naomi smiled faintly. Her wrists bore red marks, but she didn't hide them. "Justice doesn't need rage," she said softly, looking straight at the camera. "It needs truth." The wind carried her words across the road as Rick stood frozen, his career unraveling in silence.